Do you want to study in the UK? Well, we invite you to join our podcast with Newcastle University International Studies Center and Global Studies, where we'll discuss the student experience, international programs, and career opportunities offered by the world renowned university. Stay with us. Welcome to our podcast, Study with Newcastle University, one of the top universities from the UK. My name is Hugo Bustamante. I'm Recruitment Manager for Global Studies. Remember that Global Studies can help you to apply to different destinations around the world. If you want to study in Canada, in the USA, in Arab Emirates, in UK, Germany, you just have to contact us. You have here our WhatsApp number, our email address, and you can follow us in our social media. You can find us as Global Studies UK. Follow us in Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube, and you will know more about the different options we have for you. And today, it is a pleasure to be with Catherine. Catherine, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. Well, Catherine McFadden is Assistant Director, Recruitment. Catherine is the Assistant Director of UK Student Recruitment at INTO, University Partnerships. Catherine has over 10 years experience working in higher education, starting her career in Sydney, Australia in 2015, since returning to the UK in 2018. She has held a range of roles focused on student recruitment, marketing, and partnership development, gaining extensive experience across both domestic and international markets. She joined INTO University Partnerships in 2022, where she continues to lead the student recruitment initiatives to support INTO's UK centres. Catherine enjoys connecting with prospective students and helping them choose the right path to university. Catherine, it's a pleasure to have you here today. And I want to tell the students, please, if you have questions, Catherine will help us answering them when she finishes her presentation. So please write down your questions and we will answer them. Catherine, please, we are ready. Go ahead.
Thank you, Hugo. Thank you so much for the warm welcome, and hello, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here today to talk to you about Newcastle University and what we offer within Newcastle University's International Studies Centre. So as Hugo mentioned, I'm the Assistant Director for UK Student Recruitment at INTO, and I do represent all of our UK partners within the INTO UK network. But today we're focusing on Newcastle, one of our partners located in England. So a little bit of background of Newcastle, the city itself. So Newcastle is located in the northeast of England, a really beautiful part of the UK. It is what we would describe as a powerhouse in the northeast. It is a very well-connected city within the UK and within Europe. So we do have an airport in Newcastle, and we have regular direct trains also to London, Edinburgh, Manchester, Leeds, Birmingham, and Liverpool. The campus is located in the city centre, but it is only a 20-minute journey to the airport. So it is very easy to get to the university straight from the airport and also from the city centre. So it is a very accessible city within the UK. And from Newcastle, you can fly to over 80 destinations and very regular flights to some key hubs within Europe, like Paris, Amsterdam, Munich, and also to Dubai as well. So really good international connections available. This map of the city gives you an idea of the location of the university, but it really gives you a perspective on the size of the city as well. So Newcastle isn't a huge UK city, but it has everything that you would expect to find in a large city in the UK. So although it's smaller than London, for example, it is still one of the most vibrant UK cities with lots of opportunities to enjoy the city and lots of career opportunities within the city as well. So if you look up at the top right-hand side, you can see the main university campus is where it's located. This is right in the city centre, so students really do feel really immersed within the city. In terms of the style of the campus, it's what we would describe as a city-based campus, as opposed to a campus-based university where everything is enclosed in the same area. It is within the city. So we have like what we call the main university campus, where lots of the main buildings are in the same area. But then we have some other parts of the campus that are located in some other parts of the city as well, like the university's business school, which is located right beside St. James's Park, which is Newcastle's football stadium, Newcastle United, which I'm sure you may be familiar with. So it just gives you a sense of the layout of the city, how accessible it is. So you can walk from each of the university campuses within less than 15 to 20 minutes, and right into the city centre, it would only take around 15 to 20 minutes as well to walk. And there are also good public transport options if you do prefer not to walk, but it is a very walking friendly city. It is in the top 5 best student cities in the UK and top 50 in the world. So if you're looking for that really good student experience, a really vibrant and exciting student experience in a UK city, then Newcastle is definitely one of your options for that. Being in the northern part of England, people are super friendly, very welcoming, and it is one of the safest cities in England as well. It also scores very highly for affordability. So it's a top 5 city in the UK for affordability as well. So if you're considering your budget and you think a city like London would be much too expensive, Newcastle is a really good alternative for a city that is affordable, but also a very vibrant, fun city to live in. It's known as a hub for innovation, technology, advanced manufacturing and the arts. And as I mentioned, it's very lively. So lots of activities, but still compact. So super easy to get around. You won't have to spend lots of money on public transport. And it is home to lots of bars and restaurants, festivals, sporting events. I mentioned, we've got Newcastle United football team there, which brings a real buzz to the city whenever there's home games on, making it a very exciting place to be during those times. And it is also close to nature as well. So because of the location, it's located in the northeast, quite near the coastline. So within around 30 to 40 minutes, you can actually go to the beach as well. So during the summer, whenever, it's a little bit hotter in the UK, it is really amazing to go to the beaches here. So a really good mix of both being in the city, but close to some nature as well. On to a little bit more information about the university itself. Can I play this short video, Hugo? There might not be sound, but it just gives you a sense of what the campus is like, the buildings and around the area.
Oh, that is very important. Catherine, it is a beautiful place.
Yeah, Newcastle is a beautiful city. It is one of my favorite cities in the UK, so maybe a little bit biased. And I don't live in Newcastle myself, and I'm not from Newcastle, but it is one of my favorite cities to visit because the people are really genuine. They're very friendly, and there's loads to do in the city as well. So yeah, it's a really, really great city to visit. But on to a little bit, some of the quick facts then around the university then. So it is a founder member of the Russell Group. So if you're not familiar, the Russell Group is a group of 24 UK universities who are research-intensive universities, considered elite universities in the UK. Other universities that are members of the Russell Group include Oxford, Cambridge, Manchester, Queen's. So you get a sense of the type of prestige. And it's similar, I guess, if you're more familiar maybe with the US university system, it's similar to the Ivy League in the US. So you know that if you're choosing a Russell Group university, you're choosing a very well-ranked and elite research-intensive university in the UK. At Newcastle, we have 29,000 students from over 140 countries. So you will know that when you come to Newcastle, you'll be able to meet a very diverse range of students from all over the world. And of those 29,000 students, 9,000 are international. So it also demonstrates that, you know, you'll also have the opportunity to study alongside students from the UK as well. You'll not just be surrounded by other international students, but you'll have the opportunity to, you know, meet people who are from the UK and make friends from all over the world as well. And within the university itself, there are 3 faculties. So we've got the Humanities and Social Sciences faculty, the medical sciences, and then science, agricultural, and engineering faculties as well. And just to mention finally then, the business school, which of course is one of the most popular subject areas, it is a triple accredited business school as well. So something important to consider. I mentioned, you know, a little bit around the prestige and how it's one of the top universities in the UK already, but I'll not dwell on this too much because there's quite a lot of, you know, numbers and stats on these slides. But I guess the key takeaway here is that it is a global top 140 university. So it is ranked highly in the world, and it is a top 20 UK university as well. It's also got top rankings for research, so 15th in the UK. And in terms of employability, which is something that you may be more interested in as well, it is a top 4 UK city for employer activity. So we do have a lot of employers who come directly to Newcastle University to recruit our students. There's very active and engaging events on campus where we invite employers. And it is, as I mentioned before, there's lots of career opportunities in the city itself, particularly in areas like engineering and tech, computer science, those types of things. And the city itself, I mentioned already, it's one of the best student cities in the UK, ranked in the UK top 5 and 41st in the world. So it's definitely, you know, ticking all the boxes for both academic reputation, research reputation, careers and employability, and also the city itself being such a great location. These are our most popular subject areas at Newcastle. So we offer a very wide range of programs, of course, but architecture, communication, engineering, accounting and finance, biomedicine and pharmacy, psychology and computing are our most popular subject areas. So if you are thinking about some of these programs, Newcastle is a really good option. And student experience. So I suppose I've covered a little bit of this by talking about the city itself a lot, but within our studies, our International Study Centre and at the university itself, we do have a very high satisfaction rate for our students. So within the International Study Centre, 95% of our students have an overall satisfaction rate. 82% of Newcastle students are satisfied with their experience. And we also have 5+ QS stars for excellence within student experience too. So you know that if you are choosing to study at Newcastle, that we will look after you. Our staff in the International Studies Centre provide a lot of care and support to our students. and your success really matters to our teams. So you will be supported throughout your studies. And of course, we have a very vibrant students' union at Newcastle University as well, and lots of societies and sports clubs. So hundreds of student clubs and societies that you can join. We have new sports facilities. There's social and cultural activities throughout the year, volunteering activities, and a careers service that you can benefit from throughout your studies as well. So I've talked quite generally about Newcastle University, but today I just also want to focus on our International Study Centre. So just to give you a little bit of background, we have some different pathways of how you can eventually study at Newcastle University. So if you've studied A levels or IB and achieved the grades to study directly at university, then directly to Newcastle University is of course an option. But if you're studying a local curriculum that's not accepted directly to university, then we offer pathway programs through Newcastle University's International Study Centre, which means you study some terms of study with us first, and then you progress on to Newcastle University. So the centre itself, the International Study Centre, is based on the Newcastle University's campus. It's right in the heart of Newcastle City Centre. And it is an international study centre. It's an award-winning building with dedicated classroom space, labs, cafes, and everything all located within the centre itself. And when I mentioned pathway programs to the university, these are the types of programs that we offer. So we have our International Foundation Year. So the International Foundation Year is where you study 1 year or 3 terms with us at Newcastle's International Study Centre, and then you progress to year 1 at the university. So if you aren't studying any A-level or IB equivalent qualifications, then normally you would start with the International Foundation Year. However, for students who have studied some A-level or IB curriculum, or maybe 1 year of university at home but would like to transfer to the UK, then we have the International Year 1 program where you study 1 year with us, and then you progress to year 2 of your undergraduate degree at university, which means that structure of the program is the same duration as a normal university program. So we have a very wide range of these programs available. You can see our full list of subject areas. Again, the most popular areas are things like architecture, business and management, and computer science and engineering. And we offer those programs at both International Foundation level and International Year 1 level. And then for foundation, we do have a wider range of options that then lead to year 1 at the university. For any students who might be older and have already completed their undergraduate degree, we do also offer pre-masters programs if you don't quite meet the direct entry grades for Newcastle's postgraduate programs. And if you do need to do any additional English language study, we do also offer academic English as well. I mentioned a little bit about the requirements. So for foundation programs, we normally can accept GCSE or equivalent grades, whatever that may be in your local studies. So that's for our foundation program. And then for International Year 1 program, we can usually accept from around a CCD at A level or equivalent studies, and within the International Year 1 programs, we do offer those in architecture, business, accounting and finance, and engineering. These undergraduate degrees with International Year 1, I just wanted to mention as well. So For these programs, this means that instead of studying or applying for a separate visa for your pathway program or your international year 1 program, you can get your visa for the full duration of the study plan by choosing one of our undergraduate degree with international year 1 programs or ICAS programs. This means that you don't have to extend your visa in the UK or return to your home country to renew your visa for your university study. It also means we can accept a wider range of English language requirements, for example. And we offer these in engineering programs, but we've also recently launched some new international year 1 ICAS programs in business and computer science as well, and accounting and finance. The entry requirements are the same as they are for the standard or standalone international year 1 program, but it's just important to note that there may be a slightly higher English language requirement so that we can meet the UKVI requirements, as this is considered an RQF level 6 program. I mentioned some of these already, so we do also have a wide range of business and finance international year 1 programs as well. So just to call those out, as they are very popular programs at Newcastle. So we do have the options for you to study your international year 1 in a business related program and then progress to year 2 at Newcastle University. And for pre-masters, I'm not sure if there's many students here for postgraduate study, but just to mention that we do have 2 pre-masters programs. So for any students who want to study master's programs at Newcastle, but you don't quite meet the direct entry requirement, you can do a 3-term or a 4-term program with us at Newcastle International Study Centre first, and then progress directly to your master's degree. So what it means, or what the support you'll receive when you choose Newcastle's International Study Centre. So we offer guaranteed progression, which means that as long as you meet the university's entry requirements or our published progression requirements, you are guaranteed a place at Newcastle University once you successfully complete your pathway program. So you don't have to compete with other international students for a spot on our programs. So it is an excellent way of guaranteeing your place at a Russell Group university. We have over 120 progression degrees available and a very high progression success rate. So 95% of our students who pass their program are eligible to progress to Newcastle University. So we often see that students who engage the most in class, attendance is good, submit their assignments on time, those students are often very successful in their progression to the university. And also in the case where a student may not meet the published entry requirements for Newcastle University, we do have a team in place that will support you to find an alternative option as well. So we do monitor your progress throughout your pathway program because we want as many students to be able to progress onto their number 1 choice as possible. However, we do understand that, sometimes students don't meet the grades or struggle a little bit more, and we will discuss with you what your options are and put a plan B in place to make sure that even if you cannot progress to Newcastle, that you do have a really good backup option as well. So you do get a lot of support around making your way to university within the UK. We also have accommodation located on the campus. It's a 1-minute walk to the International Study Centre, so absolutely no excuses to be late for class in the morning. So it is located in the city centre. There's 24/7 security, ensuite facility, so that's where you have a private room with your own bathroom. And there's also options for studio apartments as well, and a laundry room. For any students who will be joining us here under 18, we also have special halls or halls of residence for under 18 students as well. So, and we have a very robust safeguarding system in place for students who do join us when they're under 18. And that really is all from me. But yeah, just to reiterate that, you know, the city itself is a great city in the UK, a very vibrant city, and the university, top 140 in the world, top 20 in the UK, and a Russell Group university. So a really good choice if you're looking for a top ranked university in a great city, and in an affordable, fun city as well. So thank you so much for listening. Hopefully you find that helpful. But please do ask me any questions. I'll be happy to help.
Yes, yes, Catherine, thank you. Please, could you let us know which international English tests are accepted by a university?
Sorry, I'll just stop sharing my screen. So we accept a very wide range. It depends on to which level of program the students are studying. So if it's onto a foundation program or a standalone international year one program, they are below undergraduate degree level. So students must have a UKVI approved English language test. So like UKVI IELTS, or we also accept, so any of the UKVI approved tests. For our ICAS programs, like the say the BSc Business Management with International Year One, we can accept any of the university's acceptable English language tests for those. So there's a much wider range of options. So we can accept like Cambridge, Pearson, I believe, I've suddenly forgotten all the names of the tests, but you probably know a lot more of them than I do. But all of the information on the acceptable English language qualifications is on Newcastle's website. And within, we can advise as well from into which of the UKVI approved tests that we accept. The most popular one, of course, is the UKVI IELTS test.
Oh, thank you, Catherine. And well, if the students have more doubts, they can contact us. Don't forget that we as Global Studies will help you with all the documentation, the requisites, and everything to apply to the university. And could you please, Catherine, let us know if there are scholarships available for LATAM students?
Yes, so we do have scholarships available, normally up to around £5,000. These are managed by our regional teams. So my colleague Steph, who's based in Bogota, manages all of the scholarships for our Latin American students. So if you do have some students inquiring about Newcastle or any of our other centres, then Steph will be able to help advise on the amount available. We also do from time to time have some special scholarships that aren't open to everyone, and they would be on an application and case-by-case basis. So Hugo, if you do have some students who you think would really benefit from an additional scholarship, a really strong student, a student who really wants to study at Newcastle University, for example, but maybe the fees are slightly inaccessible, then please speak to Steph or myself and we'll have a look and see if we have any other options available.
Thank you, Catherine. And please, could you let us know the next intakes so students can apply?
Yes, so our next main intake would be September. That's our biggest intake each year. But we do also have intakes in January as well. So if you don't have all of your qualifications in place by September, we can also offer you a place in January. And the study plan would remain the same. So in September, you would both are 3-term programs. In September, you would study from September, the first term, until Christmas. Then after Christmas, it would be from January until Easter, and then from Easter until around the end of June, which would all of your exams would be finished by then, and you'll just be waiting for your results. If you join in January, then the classes, your term dates will run through until August. So for both intakes, then you still progress to the university at the same time. So it's still, if you joined this September in 2026, either in September or January, you'll complete the program on time to join the university in September 2027. And then if a student needs to do an additional term of English, for example, we do offer 4-term programs which start with a term of English language study as well. So we do offer those starting from June 2026 as well.
Thank you, Catherine. That is very important because the university can offer that to the students too, and that is really important to have in mind. Thank you, Catherine. I think those are all the questions by now. And please, I want to remember the students that if you want to apply, don't wait. Don't wait. Contact us now. You have here our WhatsApp number, our email address, and don't forget to follow us in our social media. The guidance session is free. So contact us today, and we will help you with all the application process. And it will be a pleasure to have you studying with Newcastle. Catherine, it was a pleasure to have you today.
It's great to be here. Thank you so much, Hugo. Hopefully I'll see some of your students in Newcastle soon.
Yes. Everybody who's interested in studying at Newcastle, don't forget, contact Global Studies, who will help you with all the application process, and don't wait until the last moment. We are here waiting for you. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Catherine.
Thanks so much. Again. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.